Hi guys, welcome to Family in the Feast channel. This is part one of our Thanksgiving dinner menu, and on the menu today is baked chicken. So let's get started. So guys, here are the ingredients you will need for your baked chicken. My chicken, I have some potatoes, bandania, pimento pepper, celery stick, scallions, red onion, garlic, one Wiri pepper, and you can use jalapeno if you prefer. I just didn't have any, so I'm using this Wiri pepper. I have some thyme, lemongrass, rosemary, adobo, black pepper, chicken bouillon, Old Bay, accent, and I have some all-purpose seasoning, and this is from the Chief brand, and some Chinese spice. For my sauces, I have sweet and savory sauce, and you will get this from Costco, and I have some soy sauce. The first thing we're going to do is prepare our green seasoning for the chicken. So guys, I'm going to add in my green seasoning to my hand blender. I'm going to keep my seeds in from the pimento, and I'm only going to blend one of my red onion. So I'm only going to use half out of my thyme. I'm going to leave the other half, and I'll show you what you will need that for. Also, I'm going to put my lemongrass and my rosemary on the side with one red onion. You're not ready for that as yet. I'll show you what you'll do with that in a few. Now, because I don't want to add any water into this, and I want it to be more of a paste consistency, I am using a hand blender. Now, using a hand blender does a good job in making your green seasoning into a paste, so that's why I like to use that. So let's move on to the next step, guys. So guys, I have my chicken, my green seasoning, my sauces, and my dry ingredients. I've combined them all together in one container. And with a bounty, you're gonna pat your chicken dry to take all the excess water that was in the bowl. Now, after you dry your chicken, you're gonna add all the green seasonings on top of it. Make sure you get all of it out. Now, I'm gonna add in all my dry ingredients. And my sauce. Now we're gonna mix this in and ensure that the chicken is covered. Try to get all under the skin and inside of the chicken. You want to massage it really well. So I'm going to try to pick some of the seasonings, and you're going to push it all under the leg area. And the other thing I want to mention is these hanging skin from the chicken. When you're washing your chicken, make sure you do not cut this out. We're going to need that. I'll show you what we'll need it for in the next step. So our next step is to cover this and leave it to sit in the fridge for about 2 to 4 hours. And if you prefer to leave it overnight, you can do that. So I'm going to show you how to cover your chicken and put it in the fridge. I'm just using some plastic wrap. There you go. So guys, it's been 4 hours since my chicken has been sitting in the fridge, and I'm going to take it out now and show you the next step. Here's a look. I'm going to take my chicken out and I'm going to place it on my container. Now, the other green seasonings that you have in here, you're not going to throw this out. Put this on the side. We will need that in a few minutes. Now we're going to prepare our stuffing for the chicken. I have about, let me see, about 8 baby potato. You're going to dice these. And my other red onion, I'll dice this as well. Now to the bowl that you have the other green seasoning in, you're going to add all of this in it. And we're going to toss them around until it's coated with that seasoning. You might have to open up some of the onion. They might not open by themselves. We're going to leave this on the side, and I'm going to bring my chicken so that I can work on it. Now, this is my secret to an amazing, delicious baked chicken. I'm going to have my lemongrass and my thyme, and I'm using a large stem of rosemary. Now I'm going to break half of this, and I'm going to bundle them all together. So I'm going to take this, make sure you hold them in a bundle, and I'm going to stick them in the chicken. Now I'm going to lift my chicken and try to feel for it on the top. Now here is it, and I'm going to hold it there. So I'm going to take my potato and my onion, and we're going to stuff this in the middle. Now you're going to lift, you want to keep the rosemary and the lemongrass in the middle, and we're going to put some potato on the bottom. Remember I told you not to cut off the excess skin that is hanging? You're going to need that. These are the excess skin that is hanging. Just form that nice shape and cover it. With a toothpick, you're going to stick to hold the skin in place. Just remember, you will have to take this out before you serve your chicken. The other side, you're going to do the same. Okay? I'm going to use, with a rubber band, I'm going to use to bring my chicken legs together, and just wrap this around to keep it in place. So guys, here you go. The other half of the rosemary, I'm going to break it in two, and I'm just going to put it in the bottom of the pan. Also, if you have any of the stuffing, you can put this around your pan. And you can pour the other marinating sauce on top of the chicken. You want to make sure you use up all that marinating sauce. Gives your chicken a good flavor. So we're going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees, and we're going to bake this for 30 minutes before reducing the heat. I'm going to wrap the top of it with some foil paper. So the reason I'm putting the foil paper on the chicken is to make sure that it locks all the steam in so that the chicken cooks evenly. Now let's get baking. I'm gonna put my chicken in right now. So guys, it's been 30 minutes since my chicken is in the oven. And I'm just taking it out to show you guys how this is. It smells really, really good. Now, we're not going to need the foil paper anymore. So after the first 30 minutes on the high heat, we're going to throw this out. And we're going to reduce our temperature to 350 degrees. So guys, with your baster, you're going to pick the sauce up from the bottom of the pan, and you're going to try to pour it on top of the chicken. You want to baste the entire chicken with the sauce from the pan. Putting some inside will help your chicken cook. Also, it will give you a nice, moist, juicy chicken. Alright, so I'm going to put this back in the oven, and you will repeat this step every 30 minutes for about 2 hours, or until your chicken is nice and golden brown on the top. So guys, here's a look at my chicken after it's been baking for an hour. I'm going to baste it with some sauce again. I'm going to use this tool here to help me turn my chicken. I want it to cook on the other side for a bit. Here is a look, guys. I'm going to put some sauce again on this side. And I'm going to try to put some inside. Oops. And I'm going to put this in the oven back and allow it to bake for 30 minutes again. So guys, here is a look at my chicken. 30 minutes on this side. I'm going to baste this a little bit more. So after I baste my chicken on this side, I'm going to turn this over again. And I'm going to baste this again on this side. This is looking really, really nice. And it's smelling really, really, really good. I can smell all the herbs and spices. Smelling really, really good, guys. My kitchen is smelling heavenly right now. So guys, just a little tip: if the sauce that was left out from the chicken, if it burns out and you need some more liquid to baste your chicken, you can use some chicken stock, the store-bought chicken stock. You can pour some on top of it as well. So now I'm going to put this back in the oven for 30 minutes again. Guys, here's a look at my chicken after it's finished baking. I've placed it on this platter, and here's the final result. Now I want to show you, here is the remaining stock from my chicken. So I'm going to empty this into a container, And I'm going to save this. So guys, here is the remaining chicken stock that I kept from the baked chicken. With this, we're gonna make a gravy, so that will be in the next video.
Mom's gonna cover the chicken now.
Yep. Can I borrow the fork, please?
Yes.
So guys, Chloe's gonna try this
The
chicken.
fish. The chicken. Ooh, Mom. Time to get eating. Yummy.
We hope you enjoyed this recipe today.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you for watching.
Bye!